Good morning, everyone. Adam here from Bull Logic doing another morning watch list and a little market analysis for you. Remember last week we talked about the market consolidating here in this range before forming an inverted head and shoulders. It did go ahead and fulfill that pattern. As you can see, we got that left shoulder, the head, the right shoulder, and then the breakout of this neckline. Right now the bulls are running into that 50-day moving average, which is our first test from breaking below it, so we should see some resistance and selling being put in there. If you're a bull, you definitely want to either consolidate below this 50-day moving average before pushing higher into that 1370 area, or you just want to go ahead and break through it and then muddle around it. If you're a bear, though, this is a good place to start selling off. Definitely look for this to be a good place to put your stops over this 50-day moving average. So a sell up here, at least back down to that 20-day moving average, could be a good risk-reward strategy. So definitely watch that if you're a bear. Otherwise, we could just consolidate between this 20 and this 50-day moving average for a while. Again, as more chop will come in. Taking a look at the VIX, last week we saw a lot of breaking correlations here leading to bearish bias going into the market. I did a post on that earlier in the week showing how the VIX was up and the S&P was up, and that's never a good sign. It's bearish. We finally did break the correlation break in Thursday when we got that piece of news come out. The VIX was pretty much flat as the market was also up. So when that news came out, the VIX pretty much just dropped like a rock, all in one fell swoop. As you can see in the 5 minutes charts, it just dropped like 8% when that news came out. So that helped put it back in line, and we started getting a little bit better correlation here coming into Friday. Most of the VIX was probably up just due to the Greek elections coming into this weekend. Everybody was buying insurance on their portfolios, so that was keeping it elevated. ATPG on watch for a red to green move. If it starts out red, takes out that 20-day moving average, or just that 523 level, could be a good run back into that 50-day moving average. NFLX, this one's finally basing under that 20-day moving average. 20-day moving average is starting to flatten out. We got a little bit of volume coming in on Friday as it moved higher. It's coming out of those oversold conditions, so it definitely could run for a couple more days. FSLR, I've been watching this one bounce off that 20-day moving average. Looks like it finally got a sustained bounce. Let's see if it can carry on. Maybe take out those highs on good volume. QRE, this one's just basing on that 20-day moving average. It's got a little bit of volume coming in on Friday. See if it's going to take out that 50-day moving average. Not the ideal pattern, but it's got a good double breakout here off this resistance and that 50-day moving average. HRG, this one's on watch for a parabolic short. As you see when we add the Bollinger Bands, this thing's been on a huge run, lots of volume coming in. Completely overbought, of course. It is gapped. It's completely outside of the Bollinger Bands. It's already up a little bit in pre-market, so definitely keep that on watch. See if it goes green to red for a nice short. Sonic, just watch this one for a takeout of these highs. Pretty basic here, that 895 level. DGIT, this one's been setting up nicely. Nice breakout here with a sideways consolidation or a flag. Look for a takeout of that 1255. Good volume on this consolidation. Could run into that 200-day moving average. Flow, this one has also a nice breakout, a nice flag, very orderly flag here on low volume. Definitely keep this on watch if it starts to get some volume in and it starts to take out some of these highs. SMT, another breakout with a sideways flag. This is a very thin stock, so be careful if you trade it. You don't want to get stuck in it. You want to make sure volume comes in, but definitely a good pattern here. A lot of room to run after it breaks out of that flag. And last but not least, glue. This one's on every trader's radar, so this might have too many eyes on it to actually be a successful stick. You might have to get a little bit more wiggle room as it might get real choppy. Definitely keep it on watch for a break of this flag. As you can see, it does like to break flags in the past, and it usually has pretty good runs. So definitely something to keep on watch, but remember, all the traders are pretty much watching this stock, so definitely be careful and give it some room. Good luck, everyone.